of new members of SCBD Toastmasters Club. And I would like to give the control, and I would like to open the meeting. First, I would like to open the meeting with the sound of this power bank. That's the sound. And I will give the control to the Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Galvin. Okay. So I will continue to take the control of this meeting. Let me just change my slide. Okay. What is okay? Okay. Can you all see my screen? Okay. So welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club meeting. This is our I don't know this is our third meeting in October, and our meeting tonight will have the theme of "You are what you eat." Okay, you are what you eat. What is this actually? You are what you eat. So maybe we as a human being is actually created using materials, using raw materials. So if you would like to create a building whereby you will use a strong concrete and strong steel beams so that you can make the building is tough and long lasting. Actually, humans is the same. Let's say if you eat a lot of protein, if you eat sufficient amount of protein, then you will be tough, you will be strong. If you eat a sufficient amount of vitamin C, then you will have enough immunity to go through this pandemic maybe. And maybe if you eat this nasi goreng kebon something, then you will be happy, and you will also get some cholesterol, yeah. But that is actually what we are made of. Okay, and our word of the day is devour. These are the meanings of devour. Usually we use it to eat something, to to eat something. Let's say if I say about this nasi goreng kebon something, I am longing to devour this. Due to this pandemic, I have been longing for a long time to devour this nasi goreng kebon something like that. That is one of the example to use this word of the day. If maybe I would like to call, let's say, Toastmaster Almer. Hi, Toastmaster Almer. Can you please maybe give another example of how to use this word of the day?
Like using
anything.
I want to devour this food.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Almer. That is one of the other examples. So please use this word of the day as much as you can, so that you can learn more about the meaning of this word. Okay, so our agenda tonight, we will have three big sessions. The first one is the prepared speech. The prepared speech, we will hear prepared speeches from Toastmaster Nugraha, from Toastmaster Syauki, and from Toastmaster Danang. I think all three are already here and are already ready to deliver their speeches. And the second one is table topic session. This table topic session is the session whereby everybody, including guests, can participate in it. So I think the table topic master will explain more about this session. And the last but not least is the evaluation session, whereby the general evaluation team will evaluate the whole meeting, and there will be specific evaluators who will evaluate the prepared speech and other projects delivered in this meeting. They are Toastmaster Garda, Toastmaster Reza, Toastmaster sorry, the one from Telkom Toastmasters Club. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Avin, Toastmaster Avin.
Avin.
Toastmaster Avin.
I don't. Sorry, I forgot your name, Vina, but yeah, I sorry, we're messed up. Toastmaster Avin and Toastmaster, sorry, the last one would be?
Toastmaster Dwi.
Toastmaster Dwi, okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Gary and Toastmaster Melanie, for reminding me. Those are the evaluators. And
Toastmaster Noor.
oh yeah, Toastmaster Noor will be evaluating Toastmaster Andika as the table topic master. And I will not be leading this meeting alone. I will be helped by these role takers of the night. The table topic will be led by the table topic master, Toastmaster Andika, and the evaluation session will be led by the general evaluation team, which is led by the general evaluator, Toastmaster Melissa. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Melissa to introduce the general evaluation team.
Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin, for Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin, for introducing me as the General Evaluator. Happy morning, everyone. My name is Melissa. I am the General Evaluator for tonight's meeting. So my role as the General Evaluator is to evaluate the whole meeting process. And in doing this job, I will not be alone. I will be accompanied and will be helped by a team full of great people. And I will introduce you to another team of role takers tonight. The first one I will introduce you is our grammarian, which is Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Melanie, please introduce yourself and explain your role.
Yeah, there. So happy morning, everyone. I am the grammarian today. As a grammarian or the language evaluator, I am here to help us to improve our language usage. So at the end of the meeting, I will be giving you the report about the misuse of the language and how we can correct this misuse of the language. And also, I will be identifying the beautiful words and sayings that you have uttered throughout the meeting. So back to the GE. Toastmaster
Okay,
Melissa.
thank you, Toastmaster Melanie, for the introduction and the explanation. Next, we will move to our A and WOD counter, which is Toastmaster Dentia. Toastmaster Dentia, are you there?
Yes.
Please introduce yourself and explain to us your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. Happy morning, everyone. Tonight, I'll be your A and WOD counter. My role here is to note down and report the unnecessary or overly used words such as or, like that, or you know, and that include the long pause during your speeches. And I will also count how many words of the day you will use during your speeches tonight. That being said, I am so ready to devour the numerous amount of WOD used by all of you. Thank you. Back to GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Dentia, and already a great example of using word of the day today. So the next one, we will have our timer, Toastmaster Aryo. Toastmaster Aryo, please introduce yourself and explain to us your role. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. So good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aryo. I'll be the timer of the meeting today. So basically, my task is to help all the speakers to speak in a time-managed manner. So basically, I will change my background to 3 different colors. First one is, green like this, yellow, and the last one is red. So I'll change my background to green whenever you, yes? Hello? Whenever you reach the minimum limits for your speech to be eligible. For example, for the table topic speakers, the minimum eligible time is 1 minute. And for the prepared speech, it depends on the project, but normally it is 5 minutes or 6 minutes. And whenever you reach half the maximum times, I will change the background to color yellow. For example, if you have a table topic speech, I will change my background at 1 and 30 minutes. And in the middle of the speech also for the prepared speech, but in the end, it depends on the project. And if you are delivering a table topic, I will change my background to red whenever you reach the maximum time that can you take, which is 2 minutes. And for the prepared speech, it depends on the project. So basically, there are minimum limits, maximum minutes, maximum limits, and half the in between the maximum and the minimum. So green, yellow, and red. If you're a speaker and you have a questions regarding to the time management, please kindly reach me out. I'll help you. Thank you so much. Back to you, Madam G.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aryo, for the detailed explanation of your role. The next one, we will have our belt counter for tonight, which is Toastmaster Almer. Toastmaster Almer, please introduce yourself and explain to us your role.
Thank you, GE. My name is Almer, and tonight I will be the ballot counter. As a ballot counter, I will create polls during this meeting. So during each ballot cast, I'm going to give the easy polls link in the chat, and we will need your vote to determine who will be the voted speakers. Back to you, G.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Almer, for the explanation. So I think that's all from my team, from the General Evaluators team. So I will give you the report at the end of our meeting. So thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa, for the introduction of your team. Okay, so we can proceed to our first session, which is the prepared speech session. Okay, the first speaker will be Toastmaster Nugraha. Toastmaster Nugraha here will be evaluated by Toastmaster Garda. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Garda in introducing Toastmaster Nugraha's speech. Please, Toastmaster Garda.
Hello, thank you so much, Toastmaster Galvin. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, you
cool.
are.
Happy morning, everyone. So tonight I will be evaluating Toastmaster Nugraha on his first ever project in Toastmasters. That is an icebreaker speech. So you might wondering what icebreaker speech really is. So the purpose of icebreaker speech is for the member to introduce himself or herself. In this point is to Toastmaster Nugraha to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So basically, in general term, this icebreaker speech as a kick-off start for someone who has just joined a membership in any Toastmasters club in order to start their beautiful and wonderful journey in Toastmasters. His speech tonight will be my journey to be a great leader. So without further ado, Toastmasters Nugraha, my journey to be a great leader. The screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Evaluator Garda. And good morning, everyone. Happy morning. So thank you for the opportunity for myself to deliver my first project in Toastmasters. Also, hope all of you are well. This is the Friday night, and let's have fun within this session. So icebreaker, everyone. So let's break the ice between us. So my name is Nugraha. I work in Jakarta, but due to the pandemic, mostly I work in Bandung now. So I'm very, very excited to embark in this Toastmaster journey. I already know about Toastmasters since college, but I always hesitate to join, but due to the career progression, I see that many great leaders, the one who make a great leaders is that they all have good communication skills. And then I look into myself like, a lot of things to improve. So I decided to join Toastmasters, search into the website, see those SCBD as quite near to my office. And then my first meeting is with DTM Cheng Shun, which is amazing. And I aspire to be a great speaker like him. And then no further ado, I decided to join the program. That's my story with the Toastmasters. So my primary reason joining Toastmaster is to be a better leader. So I want to devour all of the knowledge, related communication skills, and leaderships. And today, I want to tell you a story on my journey on be a great leader. So the first journey, I was born to be an introvert person. I'm a very shyful person, to meet new people, to interact with others. So being introvert make me become awkward to deliver my speech or even talking to other people. But this is the unexpected thing. Even though I was an introvert, other people sees my leadership characteristics. So let's move back to my junior high school time. I never talked to other people, just study and being the best student. And suddenly, my friends and teachers pushed me to be the ketua OSIS. So I have no choice. I decided to follow the process, gave the speech, compete with two other friends, did debates, and the unexpected things, I was elected as ketua OSIS. The introvert boy was elected as a ketua OSIS, right? But I resigned because I was so afraid. I didn't have any leadership experience at all, also never talked too much to other people. And after the experience, I made a commitment. I need to involve in organizations to shape my leadership skills. So in SMA, I joined OSIS, in college time, I joined BAM. But when asking about feedbacks to my team about my leadership skills, most of them gave similar opinions to me. I lack in communication skills, especially in building personal relationship with them. You know, an organization like BAM, like OSIS, is based on volunteerism. They're not getting paid, and develop good relationship with our team members is a must, right? To keep them attached and happy to organization. And now, fast forward to 7 years later, yeah, my current situation. I'm in the workforce now, yeah, working in the multinational company. It needed me to constantly give presentation to other people, including native speaker. In workforce, as you move up into the career leader, technical skills is become less relevant. When you become the team leader, manager title, what you do is mostly managing team internally and give presentation and results to other department. That is why I took presentation mastery as my first pathway in Toastmasters to devour all the best knowledge in communication skills. And that's how my journey to be a great leader. As you can tell from my feedbacks in being a leader, great leader need to have an excellent communication skills. Because we are human, not a machine. Interacting with others is our main core. You know, I'm still very far on how you can describe a great leader, especially in my communication skills. But I believe taking Toastmasters will level my communication and leadership skills into the next unprecedented level. So to close my speech, I will give you a quote that I like about the leadership in communications. The art of communication is language of leadership. So your communication skills is the one which will determine whether we're gonna be a great leader or not. So I do hope Toastmasters will lead me closer to be a great leader, and also hope all of you will become a great leader as well. Thank you. Back to you, table topic Toastmaster.
What a great speech, Toastmaster Nugraha. Congratulations for completing your first project, the Icebreakers project. And basically, because this is Icebreaker project, as usual, please unmute yourself. Please, everybody here, please unmute yourself. And please give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Nugraha. Woo!
Congratulations, Toastmaster
Nugraha. Great speech. Amazing speech. Amazing speech.
Amazing speech. Okay. And yeah, what was that? Public speaking is the art of leadership. I believe it was the quote. I kind of forget, sorry, but that was kind of like the gist of it, yeah. Yeah, and thank you for sharing your leadership history with us through your school time until now in your company. And we do hope that Toastmasters can give you the kick in, can give you the push to become even better in your soft skill here. Thank you. So now we can proceed to the next one, which is another icebreaker speech from Toastmaster Xiaoqi. And Toastmaster Xiaoqi will be evaluated by Toastmaster Afin. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Afin. Please, Toastmaster Afin.
Hello, everyone. Happy morning.
Happy
I
morning.
am Afin from Telkom Club. Sorry, I cannot turn my video on the whole session because my eyes a little bit irritated, but I'm listening attentively. Okay, I'm so excited to listen to Tam Shauki's ice-breaking speech. I will read about his project. So, same as before, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So the speech will be 4 to 6 minutes. And the title is Monster. Monster Toastmaster Shauki.
Toastmaster Galvin, he's frozen.
I think the connection is lost for Toastmaster Shauki.
Okay. Completely frozen. Yeah. Oh, where is Toastmaster Choki? I cannot see Toastmaster.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe to make us proceed here more swiftly. So we can I think we can proceed first to the third speaker, Toastmaster Danang.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Hello. Toastmaster.
Hello. Testing.
Yes.
Testing.
I can hear you now. Can you hear?
Can anybody see my video? So very sorry for the internet connection. Yes.
Okay.
But unfortunately, my bandwidth is a little bit low. Very sorry for that. Anybody can hear my voice and also see my video?
Yes. Both are okay.
Okay. Please, do tend, to not be so because of the light. As this is my room, the lighting is a little bit, muted. So, okay. Monsters. Some kid, probably one of the kids' biggest nightmare. When you hear the word monster, what is the first thing that come up to your head? Can anybody respond to that, please?
Monster Inc.
Mike Wazowski.
Baba Yaga. Great. Baba Yaga. Okay. Even more amazing. But what if I told you my definition of monster is completely different? Now, I want to tell you about a certain character, a character that I really like and really learned a lot from. This character is come from an anime known as Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is basically a monster that eats human, but it doesn't look like a monster at all. They look like us, they speak like us, they even communicate like us, but they categorize as monsters due to the fact they eat human. I want to tell you a story about the main character itself. His name is Kaneki-kan. Now, Kaneki-kan is a simple joke, just like me. He was not born into a poor family. He lived his average life as a normal human being, just like me. However, things took a different turn. Unfortunately, he found himself in a difficult situation. He was in a date with someone. Yes, dating with someone. But what he didn't realize, that he is actually dating a ghoul, a monster. That monster is trying to eat him. But he failed. He escaped. However, he almost died due to severe injuries. Now, this is quite sad. he have two choices. One is to die. Two, in order him to survive, he would become the same monster that he feared most. When I was a kid, I lived a really happy life. My mom almost gave me everything that I want. My dad really gave a lot of support, a lot of advice. I live in a perfect family. But all of that changed when I moved to high school. Just like Kaneki Ken's world world turned around. Unfortunately, he chose to be a ghoul, a monster that he once feared and once called as his nightmare. I moved to a different school, a national school. I thought that school would be nice because I'm gonna meet new friends, I'm gonna get a good influence, or maybe, just maybe, I can get the love of my life. But that is not the case for me. It's also the same as him. When he chose to become a monster, he was devoured by his own fear. He don't have the guts to kill a human being and eat them. He was so scared that he ran away without even people noticing it. Just like me. When I was a kid, I lived in a really harsh background in terms of high school. Because of that, I committed almost drug. I smoke, I skip schools, I make my mom miserable because I skip school a lot. The school calls me a lot. I was devoured by my own fear and make my mom down and cried for the first time. It's a very unpleasant moment. I never thought that I would do that to my own mom. Can you imagine a kid that makes his own mom cry? I could not. That's the thing. Sometimes good lives must come to an end and you need to experience bad ones as well. Just like Kaneki, a simple Joe that turned into a monster. I become my own monster and I become the things that I fear the most. A person that will hurt my family, my friends, and the person that I care most about. But even though I hurt them a lot, and I mean a lot, they still accept me. They're still worried for me. They still ask me, how are you doing? Is it okay? Are you okay? And I come to a really great conclusion. No matter how many bad
Oh, ayo.
How?
Maybe you can wait for some 30 seconds for Toastmaster Choki to continue. Just wait a bit for his bandwidth to reach the cliffhanger. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, IndiHome, I hate you.
I think
Oh,
he's disconnected.
sorry. Hello.
Yes,
Testing.
yes, we can hear you now.
Oh no. What's the last part that I
Conclusion, I think.
Your mother
Great
cried.
conclusion.
You made your mom cry.
Your mom cried.
Okay. Okay, make my mom cry. Sorry. I'm very sorry for that. In the end, I made my mom cry for the first time, and it was very, very difficult. Can you imagine yourself, the first child, make your mom cry for the first time? The one that is hurting her the most is you. But even though you hurt her so much, she still accepts you with open arms. And that is the thing that I learned the most. No matter how much you hurt someone, no matter how much you disappoint someone, if that someone loves you and accepts you as who you are as a person, he will always forgive you and he will always accept you in open arms. And this is my experience as well as Toastmaster. No matter how many times I become a guest, no matter how many times I didn't become a guest, they still accept me with open arms. So thank you, Toastmaster. You make my life a happily ever after. Thank you.
Great speech. Thank you for the speech, Toastmaster Chowki. Please, everybody, unmute yourself as this, and please give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Chowki.
Congratulations.
Very cool.
Congratulations for completing your first project, which is the icebreaker project. Yeah, I think maybe Toastmaster can be the place that you can fulfill yourself, that you can make a realization out of yourself. And maybe if one message that we can take is that from the anime Tokyo Ghoul, please do some background check to the one about the one that you are dating. So just make sure that he or she is not a monster. Please do background check. Or at the very least, maybe he or she is not a B or a J jerk. Yeah, you know what I'm getting on. Okay, so okay, before I forget, I would like to remind everybody to please give some feedback. If you have any kind of feedback to Toastmaster Nugraha and Toastmaster Chowki, please do give feedback through private chat using the Zoom chat room feature. Okay, and now we can move on to the last prepared speaker, which is Toastmaster Danang. Toastmaster Danang will be evaluated by Toastmaster Dwi. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Dwi.
Happy morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I will evaluate Toastmaster Danang. Toastmaster Danang is ready to deliver his speech as part of Level 1 Project 2A and evaluation and feedback. By delivering this speech, Toastmaster Danang wants to share about social media and mental health, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. Without further ado, let's give warm applause to Toastmaster Danang. Why social media negatively affects your mental health? Toastmaster Danang, the screen is yours.
Thank you, TM Dwi. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I want to say, hold on, where's the timer? Okay. Wait. Yeah. This looks great. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Danang, and this is my first speech for my Level 1 project. And today I want to share my thoughts on why social media negatively affects your mental health. So let me start it by asking you all one question. Who here likes to scroll your phone before sleep? Maybe anyone? Please raise your hand. Okay, I think almost everyone has experienced this situation. And to be honest, it also happened to me, and I'm glad that I can manage my time effectively on using social media. And the rise of social media has meant that that people are more connected than we have ever been in the history of time. But our reliance on social media can have a harmful effect on our mental health. While social media platforms can have their benefits, but using them too frequently can make you feel increasingly unhappy and isolated in the long run. So by taking one case from one Indonesian student who spends about 8 hours a day on her phone, and the constant barrage of perfectly filtered photos that appear on Instagram are bound to knock many people's self-esteem, while obsessively checking your Twitter feed just before bed could be contributing towards poor quality of your sleep. And here are 5 ways that social media could be negatively affecting your mental health without you even realizing. First, it's all about self-esteem. We all have our fair share of insecurities, some that we speak about openly, and others that we prefer to keep to ourselves. However, comparing yourself to others on social media by stalking their aesthetically perfect Instagram photos could do little to dampen your feelings of self-doubt. And I want to take a study from University of Copenhagen has shown us that those who abstain from using the social media platforms reporting that they feel more satisfied with their lives and becoming more conscious of the amount of time you spend scrolling through other people's online profiles could have you focus more on yourself and boost your self-confidence. And second, I want to talk about human connection. As human beings, it is so important for us to be able to communicate and forge personal connections with one another. However, it can be hard to do so when we are glued to rectangular screens and becoming more acquainted with our friends' digital facets than their real life personas. And thirdly, I want to talk about our sleep. Having enough sleep is of paramount importance. However, many of us use our phones too soon and make it hard to doze off. And a study has shown that the light from our smartphones, just inches from our face, could extinguish the release of melatonin, one hormone that helps us feel tired. So I do recommend you all to try setting yourself a strict rule of not going on your phone for at least 40 minutes or to an hour before going to bed, and see if that makes a difference to the quality of your sleep. If possible, you may try to spend your evening by devouring the bananas. I mean, eating the bananas, because they are high in potassium, which helps to keep you asleep throughout the night. And fourth, I want to talk about attention span. It is not just your subconscious brain that you need to worry about, but also the extent to which your brain is able to fully concentrate when you are awake. While it is incredible to consider the amount of information readily available at our fingertips and thanks to social media, but it also means that people have become far more easily distracted. And most educators agree that the ability, focus, and sustain attention is crucial for a person to achieve their goals. However, we can improve our concentration spans by doing several actions such as: first, no phones at the dinner table rule. Second, swapping a laptop for a book during relaxation time. Then only allow access to one task for a set period of time. As soon as forced concentration becomes a habit, we are able to focus more on our priorities. And lastly, I want to talk about mental health. Not only has social media been proven to cause unhappiness, but it can also lead to the development of mental health issues such as anxiety or depression when used too much. And it was reported that more than a third of Generation Z, from a survey of 1,000 individuals, stated that they were quitting social media for good, as 41% that social media platforms make them feel anxious, sad, or depressed. And recently we have seen that many public figures decided to go on hiatus from social media platforms, and they found the break really beneficial. While you don't have to quit from social media, but why not consider allocating social media free time slots during your daily routine? I think maybe a slight change could do you a whole lot of good. I think that's all from me. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Danang, for such such a great informational speech from you. Yeah, I do think that somehow maybe that what you call it, the social media maybe can deteriorate our mental health if it's being used in a very excessive way. So I think we have to take into account of that, especially that we are currently right now in our own house, that we cannot socialize outside beside using the social media. So yeah, it's a great speech from you, Toastmaster Danang. Thank you for that. Now, I would like to get the report from the timer. Is everybody eligible to be voted?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the meeting. So fortunately, all speakers are eligible. However, there are some, not however, but in addition to the previous information, some speakers need to be careful that they're almost surpassed the time limit. So congratulations.
I know.
Careful in the future. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryo. So yeah, I think everybody here is fulfilling our slogan. Yeah, you are almost. Yes, you are almost. So, but then again, it's okay because you are still okay to be voted. So I would like to call our ballot counter to maybe share the report link, the what you call it, the voting link. Voting. Yes. Toastmaster Almer has shared the voting link. Please do click that link and vote for our best, for the best prepared speech speaker in your opinion. Thank you, Toastmaster Almer. And before we continue, I would like to do a photo session first. Photo session because it's not too late by now, so everybody is still fresh enough, and we can get our best look now. Yeah. Can I ask Toastmaster Andika maybe to help?
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
All right. So everybody, turn on your camera, please. He's gonna in yellow. I'm gonna get up in the morning. Good. And I believe I just on. Please open up your video at least 30 seconds and give your best pose ever. All right? Are you ready? On my count. 1, 2, 3. All right. One more time. I'm gonna write a letter. So, different pose speed. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna write a letter. All right, thank you. Telegram every town I know.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andika. Now we can continue to Bro Aryo. Bro Aryo, can you please? Thank you. Thank you for the music, though. Thank you. Okay, thank you for the music. And now we can continue to our next session, which will be the table topic session. Woo! And the table topic session this table topic session will be led by Toastmaster Andika, this will be his project. So there will be an evaluator for this table topic session, whereby the evaluator will be Toastmaster Nur. Please, Toastmaster Nur, introduce Toastmaster Andika.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur. I will be the table topic evaluator of Toastmaster Andika. So tonight, Toastmaster Andika will do his level 2 project 2, which is the purpose is to show us to demonstrate his ability to listen what others to say. So without further ado, Toastmaster Andika, the stage is yours.
Happy morning, everyone. Can I give a big shout? Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
I like it. You know,
table topic is one of the best features of Toastmaster meeting. And this opportunity to develop ourselves, 4 skills actually: listening, thinking, organizing, and also speaking. So don't miss out this opportunity. I encourage all of you, both members and guests, to try to speak and to participate in this table topic speech. So I'm gonna give you a topic, which is, I think everybody loves it. It deals with food. So everybody, please be ready, because I will call your name, but you can decline if you want to, but then why? So you just need to try. I have many questions because we have hundreds of participants here, all right? So I'm gonna give it a chance to soon-to-be Toastmaster, Wira. Are you ready?
I'm ready, but first of all, damn you, Shauki.
Oh, I just realized that Shauki wrote it. All right, no problem. So the first question is, if you have Gordon Ramsay as your personal chef, what meal will you request? You have 30 seconds to think. Starts from now.
Beef Wellington, bang.
Okay, I'm gonna assume yes. So for some of you don't know, I am a really big guy who likes to eat. I mean, for crying out loud, during this meeting, I'm eating a dragon fruit right now. And I love to eat, from Western food to Asian food. Anything that I can devour, I will eat, basically. So if Gordon Ramsay is my personal chef, amen to that someday, what meal would I want him to make? I personally would like to see his version of the Chinese Peking duck, because I love Peking duck so much. I'm the type of guy who will order like a big portion of Peking duck. And for some of you don't know, when eating Peking duck, they cut the skin and they wrap it in some sort of pancake, and with scallion, cucumber, and some hoisin sauce. And they use the flesh to, sometimes they cook it with black pepper, but my favorite is using lettuce wrap. I can devour that all day. So yeah, I would like to see his version of Peking duck, and I would love to taste the crispy skin and the juicy flesh of that duck. I'm telling you, my mouth is drooling right now. Give me a minute. Actually, give me a little second. I'm imagining it right now, all of a sudden, Mr. Chef Ramsay come to my dinner room and said, here you go, sir. Roast duck. Oh, I would like to give it a try. Okay, I got off track, but the point is, I really love roast duck and everything that is edible, beef, pork, chicken, and all that stuff. So yeah, but if Gordon Ramsay is my personal chef, I would like to see his version of Peking duck so I can devour it. That's it for me. Back to TTM.
Thank you, soon-to-be Toastmaster Wira. Your description of the Chinese Peking duck, is so mouth-watering. It makes me want to eat it now. Okay, thank you very much. So let's come to the next table topic speaker. I'm gonna choose Toastmaster Hanif. Hello, Toastmaster Hanif.
Hello, Toastmaster Andika.
Are you ready for your question?
Always ready.
All right. Toastmaster Hanif, should we eat pizza with hands or fork and knife? Why? Should we eat pizza with hands or fork and knife? And please explain why.
Fancy.
Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Hanif. And I think, everyone in this world have different cultures, different taste, different different traditional looks, right? So I think being Indonesian is being unique, So if you want, if you ask me about how Indonesian eat their food, they use hands for every food, because if we use hands for a food, the food's deliciousness will increase and rocket up to 100% more delicious than any other food in this world. So my answer is absolutely. You must be Indonesian. You must eat pizza with your hands. Because why? Because it's better to be Indonesian and to be yourself. And also the deliciousness of the food will boost up more 100% than ever. Thank you. Back to you, TTM.
All right. That's very good to highlight our root, right? Like using hands to eat. But foreigners also eat pizza with their hands. It's not only Indonesian, right? So, sorry to say, I'm more of a fork and knife guy. Anyway,
You're not
everybody's entitled to
Indonesian
their
then.
preference. Okay, for this question, I want to pick the guess. Which guess? Can I see a guess Rocky? Guess Rocky, do you want to try?
Well, sure.
All right. So here's your question. Guess Rocky, what food do you miss the most? So that makes your expression just like this woman. So what food do you miss the most? 30 seconds for you.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I don't really have any certain feeling of missing food because I'm able to eat anything. I mean, there's a lot of kinds of foods that are available online. Grab food, Go food. I've been ordering different types of food. So I don't think at the moment that I really, but if I could choose, well, my mom has already passed away, but if I could choose, I really would love to eat Brenebon. She was a Manadonis. Brenebon is a food made up of red beans and meat, and then also different kinds of spices. So it's very delicious, especially during this rainy evening. It's very good. It tastes so good eating that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Rocky. Please give him applause because, yeah, I agree with you. The Brenneborn is very proper and very nice to eat actually this evening, right? Okay, I see from the list is Grace. Do we still have Grace? Hello, Grace. I think I saw her. Maybe
She's here.
she was here, right?
Last year.
Last year, Grace. But I think, well, maybe later on that we can move on to the next one is Toastmaster Eddie. Hello, Toastmaster Eddie.
Hello. Hello. I'm audible.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Here is your question. If you are a restaurant owner, what will be your special dish? If you are a restaurant owner, what will be your special dish?
Okay. Can I start now? Okay,
Sure.
that's great. So if you see that, I don't know, I'm holding a bowl. So I already finished eating my meals. One of my favorite meal is noodles, because I know that Indonesians have meals particularly noodles. So noodles can be cooked in a different way, and also it is suitable for those with different ages. So it can be from the children, the adult, and also different sexes. So if you ask me, so if I were a chef of the restaurant, so my special dish is noodle. And also I want to add it with a rice. So it could be more carbohydrates. So noodles plus rice, I think the best dish you can find when you visit my restaurant. And you don't need to worry. If you want to add some more, then I have provided like a special rice as well. Then we call wakawong's rice. It is made it between rice and also the noodles again. So thank you. I think it's welcome to my restaurant. Thank you very much. Back to you, TTM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Eddie. I think noodles is some dish that we never deny, right? I mean, also I think 2-year-old children or 3-year-old children, they love noodles. And what can be better than like rice with noodles? That is so Indonesian. Thank you, Toastmaster Eddie. Now I'm gonna go with the farthest member ever, Toastmaster Aryo.
Hello. For information,
Hi.
I can self-timing myself.
Are you sure you can self-time?
Yes. I have
All
my
right.
own stopwatch there in the screen.
Okay. Here is your question. Aryo, you are on your first date, first dinner date. Who should pay? So please be careful because girls are listening.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have an appointment this weekend. I will date a French girl. My fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, when I started to move here to French, I kept something in my mind. Here in French, I have to learn something beside my academic stuff. I want to learn a real French kiss. Woo. So, in order to ease the process of learning French kiss, I need to find a girl. I need to date a girl. The question comes to my mind. When I go to the restaurant and we have a date, who should pay? Is it me or her? Well, that's a tricky question. First, I need to understand the local culture here. The second one is I need to know how the lady I'm dating perceived. So this is not a yes or no questions. It will be very dependent on the context, where you are, and who you are dating with. So I cannot make any standpoint here to the questions. This is not me about being safe with the questions, but it is very dependent. But one suggestion for you all guys, if you feel like you are happy to pay the bill, pay the bill. If you feel that you are more comfortable to share the bill, split the bill, do split the bill. Just don't follow the social standards. Be comfortable with yourself and the one you are dating with. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryo. Let's give him a pause for him. Wow, you open with bragging yourself. No, just kidding. Well, good luck on your date, okay? So next, I will have soon-to-be Toastmaster Chita or Sita?
Toastmaster Andika, Chita.
Chita, all right. Chita, are you ready, Toastmaster Chita? Soon-to-be Toastmaster Chita.
I hope so.
All right, we hope so. And here is your question. Breakfast like a king. Do you agree? Breakfast like a king. Do you agree? Or you can choose like a queen. All right. So it's up to you.
Okay. So to answer the question, I think breakfast is the most important part of our day because we wake up and, of course, we to energize ourselves, we need to have a breakfast, and that's why I think for to be like a king or queen, maybe it depends how you cook for yourself, and I think it's if it's amount of the quantity. I think if you have a breakfast too much, it will make you more I don't know, want to eat more, and then you don't want to go to the activity. So that's why I think we should have a breakfast, but the quantity I think it should be enough. And don't forget to exercise, by the way. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, especially for the closing. Don't forget to exercise. Yes, you can breakfast like a king, but then we have consequences to deal with, right? Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Chita. Now we have Oki. OKI.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, it's me,
It's
Oki.
you. Well, Toastmaster Shoki, sorry, I have to skip you for this because you have plenty, but we will give you the slot next week, all right? If you're okay, I'm gonna. All right.
It's okay.
Because you're a better guy now. So let's give it up for Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Melanie.
Hey, hello.
Hello, hello. I have a question for you.
Make it easy, Toastmaster Andika.
Easy for you. You are in a cooking competition. The judges spit out your food in front of you. What will you do?
Hey, can you please share it again? I'm very sure. Toastmaster Andika.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
You ready? All right. Scare is yours.
I am actually used with rejection. I am the youngest in the family, and my sisters are actually good cooks. My father is a cook, actually. He worked abroad. He worked overseas as well. And my mom cooks very well. And since I am the youngest, I don't usually do anything at home because I'm the youngest. I have my sisters to do it for me. And there was a time that I cooked this very special food. We call it looks like adobo, but it is humba. And it's my favorite food to cook for my family. And one time, it really happened because my sister actually spit it out. Why? Because the pork was still not cooked. I did not able to cook it well because it needs a lot of time to cook. But I only cook it like for 30 minutes. Then I said, "Oh, it's ready," and I was so proud of myself. But she spit it out. Of course, the few seconds it was really bad. But for me, it's okay. Why? Because at least that person, my sister, still got the chance to have a second of tasting my food. And it's still something that I will be proud of. Something that there's this split second that they at least swallow the food that I cook. And will I be mad at them? No, I will just try again. So that the next time that they will eat my food, they will feel happy about it. Back to the table, topics master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Melanie. So I like the way you see it in a positive way, right? At least a split second they swallow. I like that. Okay, let's move on to Toastmaster Anthony. Visiting Toastmaster Anthony, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Here is your question. Your future mother-in-law cooks a meal that you really hate. What will you do? Your future mother-in-law cooks a meal that you really hate. What will you do?
Happy morning, SCBD Toastmasters. This, unfortunately for you guys, is a very easy answer for me. I have to do nothing. Why? Because I love all food. I'm such a huge gourmet, I'll literally devour anything that's served on my table. So there is completely nothing that I hate. Should I end my topic here? Maybe I can talk further. But even if there is something that I hate, if it is my future mother-in-law, if she's such a kind mother-in-law that will cook food for me instead of a mother-in-law from hell, then I will do. And if the food doesn't kill me directly, then I will gladly pretend that I love the food and devour it right in front of her anyways. That is how we develop good in-laws relationship, and this is how I ensure that my life with my in-laws will not be a living hell. Because in the end of the day, marriage is more than a man and a woman getting together. It is the fusion of families, and fusion must be as beautiful as the fusion of dishes throughout multiple cultures. Back to you, Toastmaster Sandika.
Thank you very much for the great message, Toastmaster Anthony. Well, it's easy because you like all the food, right? Okay, now we're gonna go to the last question, and it goes for Toastmaster Melissa. Are you ready, Toastmaster Melissa?
I'm trying to be.
This is one of my most favorite questions in the evening. And it's only for you, Toastmaster Melissa.
I'm nervous.
Why is it called fried noodles while it is actually boiled? We don't even fry
Wait, what is this question?
Why is it called fried noodles while it is actually boiled? You see here in the package, it's fried noodles, but actually when you cook, you boil it. So, explanation is yours.
Okay, can I have a few seconds to think?
Sure.
Time's up.
Okay. Okay, so the question is, why is Indomie goreng is called fried noodle while how we serve it is boiled? Maybe it's to play with our mind. Maybe it's for us to keep question like that, like why do we call it? Wait, what? Okay, nice cameo from Toastmaster Aryo there. Maybe the HQ from Indomie wants to play with our mind, like may wants us to keep questioning why is it called like that, but it doesn't have, and it makes us okay, sorry, the Indomie is distracting. So maybe maybe the strategy is working because we keep wanting to eat Indomie in every rainy days, in every summer days, maybe in every a lot of our free time, and for a logical answer, maybe the answer is because the look is like a fried noodle, although how it cooks is a boiled noodle. I think that's from all. I cannot think anymore because I haven't had my dinner yet, and Toastmaster Aryo show me a package of Indomie goreng, and thank you Toastmaster Aryo for the distraction. Back to you, Toastmaster Andika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa, to explain it. You act like an ambassador of the Indo food group, right? And thank you for Toastmaster Ayo and Toastmaster Melanie for showing the Indomie, the real Indomie package. Thank you so much for your impromptu speech, and I would like to call our timer about the report whether all speakers are eligible. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryo.
Okay, thank you so much, Double Master. So today we had a very good speakers. There are 11, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, not all of them are eligible to be voted. There are 2 speakers that almost. Those are soon to be Toastmaster Rocky and soon to be Toastmaster Chita, and Grace is. Did Grace take the chance? Oh, sorry, only two speakers then that are not eligible to be voted, and the rest are eligible. Congratulations for those who are eligible, and congratulations for those who are not eligible. That's why you know that you are not eligible, so you can improve yourself in the future, so you can be eligible. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, our timer Toastmaster Aryo. So I'll give the chance to our ballot counter to send us the link of poll so that we can vote for the best table topic speaker.
Okay, no. I'm okay.
Toastmaster Almer, do you need more time to set up the vote?
I don't want no one always running downtown.
Okay, we have seen the poll. Everybody, please use your civic as a vote for the best topic. While this, I'm gonna give it back to our Toastmaster of Meet, Toastmaster Kelvin. To you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andika. Toastmaster Andika, can you please? Thank you. Thank you for the music. Okay, so it was such a great table topic session whereby you asked interesting questions regarding foods, all around foods. And actually you asked the one big question that I already have for, I don't know, for the last 20 years. Why Indomie goreng is called Indomie goreng? Well, even though it is boiled, it is such a great, one of the biggest mystery in the world. Thank you, Toastmaster Andika, for the great questions, for the great table topic session. And I would like to continue to our next session, which is the evaluation session. The evaluation session will be led by Toastmaster Melissa as the general evaluator. So, Toastmaster Melissa, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. Hello, everyone. I will be leading the evaluation session for tonight. So we will go with the evaluation session for the prepared speech first. And the first one who will be delivering his or her evaluation is Toastmaster Garda. But Toastmaster Garda is also on his prepared speech project, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Reza. So Toastmaster Reza, please introduce Toastmaster Garda for us all.
Hi, am I visible?
Yes.
Audible? Good?
Yes.
Great. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters. So excited to be here. Tonight, I have the honor to introduce our fellow Toastmaster, Toastmaster Garda, who's going to present his evaluation session. Now, the objective of this project is to propose for the member to develop skills for delivering and receiving feedback, and also for the member to provide constructive feedback on another member's presentation. So without further ado, we call upon Toastmaster Garda. Toastmaster Garda, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reza. Am I audible?
Yes.
Cool. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna stand a flood, wanna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. My fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, if you know this about the song, I believe that is the essence of what Toastmaster Nugraha wanted to deliver to us, that he wanted to show us that this is him as Toastmaster Nugraha on his Toastmaster journey. Toastmaster Nugraha delivered his very first speech ever in Toastmaster. And if I may say, he started it with a very great way to take us on the goal of his journey, that eventually he shared with us the dreams that he has. He takes us to a bigger picture of how he is going to see him in the next few years. And so that we can easily go with the flow he created, and we managed to understand every word and dream he conveyed. Toastmaster Nugraha said that he aspired to be a better leader, to master the skill on how to be a great speaker, and moreover, to excel his communication skill. I must say that we are more than delighted to see your progress, Toastmaster Nugraha, along your Toastmaster journey, as we all do empower one another. On your speech that you mentioned that you are an introvert person. Well, I can relate to that because I also am an introvert. I can feel how we had our legs tremble and feel uncertain on the message we delivered to the audience. But nonetheless, at the same time, you also show us that you can overcome your nervousness in spite of being an introvert. Why so? Because you have a purpose. This purpose drives you apart to reach for your goals. And that purpose of yours keeps you going for every good cause you can bring to the table. And you showed us throughout your speech. So how may I help you reach for your goals? At first, that before you commit your speech, you said that maybe you were concerned with some fillers or repetitive words you said. Yes, some fillers words were in the room, but I believe that this can be handled as you process throughout your journey in Toastmasters. And if there is one thing you might want to consider is that to improve yourself, perhaps you might want to take a look on the engagement to the audience by perhaps keeping an eye contact. Yes, I believe that it is a little bit harder for us doing this virtually because all we can see that our screen and the video camera in front of us. But if you can focus on the camera, that it might help you instead of maybe spotting around the surroundings or even the ceilings. But nonetheless, you managed to show or you handle it very well and in a genuine way possible. So I believe that maybe in next time, you want to challenge yourself on your next project using the visual aids and using proper process intonation. So I believe that believe in your action that you can inspire others and you can make others dream more and achieve more, and then you are a leader and you already apply these values to yourself. And I believe that we all are inspired. So thank you. Back to you, Toastmasters of the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Garda. Oh, it's thank you, Toastmaster Garda, for your evaluation for Toastmaster Nugraha speech. So we will go to the next evaluation session, which will be Toastmaster Alvin. Toastmaster Alvin will be evaluating Toastmaster Shauki. Toastmaster Alvin, the screen is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. What do you think when you hear about Toastmaster Shauki? Well, I think your speech today, Toastmaster Shauki, have proven to us who you really are by your personality and your characteristic. And also from your story. In this session, in this time, I will give you some evaluation, and I will make it in 3 points. The first point is C, for content. So I really like the content, especially when you start with the question in the beginning to engage the audience attention. And then you gave us some characters from movies to give us imagination about monster, because you are talking about monsters. So you are taking some icon of monster and you use it in your speech. that is a really good tool. And yeah, we get to know you better from your story that you tell. And then move on to the next point, which is the P, presentation. I noticed that in your speech, there are pauses and a variety of intonation. And I really like pauses in speech because it gives, it gives emphasization to what you really want to point out, and also give some variation so that it's not boring. And I really appreciate that you told us a very heartfelt story, very personal story about you hurt your mother's feeling. It's not easy, but yeah, it's a way to connect with the audience. Because I think that no matter how good your content is, if you fail to connect with your audience, it doesn't resonate well. And then I have a suggestion that you might want to use a wireless headset next time, because if you want to move more far away from your computer, we can still hear you better. And the last point is the R. R for room. So CPR, room. So I understand that we only see you in two-dimensional, but I want to see next time that you use the space better. For example, you can move to another side of the room, or you can also do some action that you tell in your story. For example, when you describe about the running thing, you can also do the action of running, for example. And also in conversation, maybe you can like do person A and person B, for example. Also, I think that's all my 3 points. C for content, your presentation, and then the room. So I wish you many more happy journey in Toastmaster, and I hope you can be a kind monster. That's all for me. Back to the GE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin, for your detailed and constructive evaluation. And we will move to our third evaluator for tonight, which will be Toastmaster Dwi. Toastmaster Dwi will be evaluating Toastmaster Danang. Toastmaster Dwi, the stage is yours.
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Good morning.
Happy morning.
First of all, congratulations for completing your project, Toastmaster Danang. Give warm round of applause to Toastmaster Danang. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you feel after listening to Toastmaster Danang's speech?
Information.
So much information.
So much information.
So much information.
Okay. To me, Toastmaster Danang's speech was an eye-opening speech. Based on my observation, Toastmaster Danang's speech was quite insightful, and here's the highlight. I noticed that you chose a quiet, popular issue. Yes, scrolling down social media pages is now our before bed routine. To confirm it, you used some data that on average people spend 8 hours on Instagram. I also love when you mentioned eating banana to change that harmful before bed routine. It sounded like a punchline for me. So what's next? I do really hope that perhaps you can focus on the mental health issue right after mentioning the research. Furthermore, you can share your personal experience and manage the eye contact here to connect to the audience better. I suggest you to use left alignment while crafting your speech, as it will give ample room to see what should be on your plate. I believe that speech writing is the backbone of every prepared speech, just like Andra in the backbone. All in all, congratulations for completing your project. I look forward to listening to your next speech anytime soon. I'm not a cyberverse expert, but despite what's going on, John Mayers once said that we can keep the good news to the small world ourselves and omit the bad news to the big world, as some may be less relevant and not so important. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank you
Dwi.
so much, Toastmaster Dwi, for your constructive evaluation. So the next one is a special evaluation one because we will have a table topic evaluation. Our table topic master, Toastmaster Andika, will be evaluated by Toastmaster Nur. Toastmaster Nur, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. Toastmaster Andika, first, congratulations for successfully complete your project. It was a wonderful table topic session. I have 2 plus and 1 challenge for you from your recent performance. The plus number 1 is you introduce what table topics to the audience. So the guests and the fellow Toastmaster know what will happen in this table topic session. And then I like how you give the speakers your full attention. You remain relaxed and engaged and show that you are able to connect with the speaker point of view. You give comment to each of their speech and it's relatable to what their speech is. And the plus number 2, as a topic master, Toastmaster Andika has successfully made a short and affirming statement after each speaker completes an impromptu speech. That is very important in table topic session. It shows us that Toastmaster Andika actively listening to what happened in the speech, indicating that he heard and understood each speaker. After the 2 plus, I have 1 challenge for you. In the next table topic session, I want you to try to give an open-ended question. Question is a question to pull more information from the speaker. Example. And what happened after that? Or what did it feel when you eat that noodle? It's to encourage the speaker to give more information and tell more of their story. Hello, Toastmaster and guests. Toastmaster Andika has shown us what is a good active listening tonight. So what is active listening actually? Active listening is different from just hearing words that are spoken essentially in a passive process. You don't just listen and hear, no. Active listening occurs when you take what you hear and extract the meaning. Active listening is the process of understanding and repeating what you have heard. And once again, I congratulate Toastmaster Andika for successfully, beautifully complete your level 2 project 2. That's all from me. Back to G.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nur, for your evaluation for the table topic session. The next one, we will have Toastmaster Reza evaluating Toastmaster Garda evaluation speech. Toastmaster Reza, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. Am I audible?
Yes.
I assume I'm visible, so I'm going to just move on. All right, good evening, everyone, and good evening for Toastmaster Garda. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you for finally delivering your evaluation speech. Now you are eligible to provide more evaluation speech for all members across the world in just one Zoom click away. So congratulations on that. See, the thing about evaluation speech is that it's often perceived as something that's so scary and so serious, right? But the way how Toastmaster Garda opened his evaluation speech sends a different message, that evaluation speech could be fun, evaluation speech could be authentic, evaluation speech could be adjusted or customized based on how what you want. So that's a wonderful thing that you demonstrate and captures the essence of what evaluation speech really is. So the way how I provide this evaluation session is going to be in three parts. First of all, is I'm going to highlight you what things that you're strong at. I think I mentioned one of them. I'm going to mention two other stuff again. And number two, what I think that you need to improve, because we believe that in Toastmasters there's going to be room for improvements. And lastly, what in particular that I'd like you to challenge yourself in your upcoming evaluation speech. Number one, the things that you're very good at. I mentioned one point already. The thing that I also like from you is how you showcase the strength of the speakers that performed earlier, right? And the way how you mentioned that is not just simply by pointing out or just mentioning that they're good, but you paraphrase what he said into your words, making me understand what the essence of the speech or the performance that the speaker actually did. And this is very important because it means that during your evaluation speech writing, you also incorporate what you think about this and you make it differ so that it doesn't sound repetitive towards the story that's told by the speaker, which in this case is Toastmaster Nugraha. Another thing that I like is how you provide a very good observation on how you could tell what this point will be good to the extent of how you feel it as the audience. I think at the end of the day, audience is the one that we should be always listening, we should be always entertaining, we should be always engaging. So the fact that you managed to take your analysis towards this part is a great step for you as an evaluator. However, things that I think that you need to improve. Number one, having structure in a speech is a very important. And sometimes creating a signposting and just giving a highlight on what your speech is going to be is also just as important. For example, there are so many styles right now that you can actually learn. There are people who evaluate using abbreviation, or people who evaluate based on matter, manner, method, or even the classic, what you're good at, what you could improve, and what you need to challenge yourself with. And lastly, when you provide analysis for member, you need to make sure that it's very delicate, because sometimes even though you only provide one thing to be improved, this could linger towards their experience as member. So the way how you do that is actually very good, because you had an attempt by providing that your evaluation session is going to be not that serious with the music, right? So this is what I would like to challenge yourself with in the future. Please sustain your fun, because you had a great attempt by ensuring that this is going to be a fun evaluation speech. However, that is somehow weakened as the speech goes on. But overall, that was an amazing performance. I look forward to you perform another evaluation session, particularly in my club, Essential. So back to you, Madam GE.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Reza, for your enthusiastic and of course very constructive feedbacks for Toastmaster Gada and also for us all. So the next one, I will ask for the timer report. Are every evaluator eligible to be voted?
Yes, thank you so much, Madam General Evaluators, who is very hungry at the moment. So my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, we have many evaluators here today, but unfortunately, Toastmasters Brigita Avin, you're overtime. But the rest of the evaluators, they're on time. So all are eligible except for Toastmaster Avin. I hope you can improve yourself in the future, because currently you are not failed, but you are almost. Thank you. Back to you, G.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Aryo, for the timer report. And now let's move on to the ballot counter. Can we, Toastmaster Galvin, can we launch the poll now, or when we should do the poll?
We can launch the poll now.
Okay. So for the ballot
I'm
counter,
having an internet connection. So I'm gonna share it after the internet is okay. It's having an error.
Okay, then now
I think we can
Toastmaster.
proceed to-
Okay, Toastmaster Galvin, can we shall just proceed with the general evaluation
Sure.
while
Sure.
waiting? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so for the meeting evaluation, I will call once again my team. And I will be first calling for Toastmaster Melanie as our grammarian. Toastmaster Melanie, are you there? Please
Yes, I'm
tell
here.
us your delightful and honest report for us.
Because I'm still laughing. There. So good morning. Happy morning, everyone. So
Good morning.
I'm back. So the grammarian's report. Wait. Clarity and the enunciation and the pronunciation. These three are very important for speakers so that our speakers or our listeners can understand our words or the words that we utter. So let's have this one. Can you unmute your microphones, everyone, and please read the words.
Determine.
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 Okay. Okay. So I believe that you are coming from the word M-I-N-E, meaning mine. So the word M-I-N-E, you read it as mine. But if it's already used as this word, it is read determine. So I tried to check the English and the British, the American and the British pronunciation for this. So it says it's determine. Okay. So, but okay, I'm not really sure. So with the culture wise, but yes, I tried to check it. This one, can you please read this?
Listen.
Listen. So it's supposed to have silent T. So not listen. Okay, but thank you. Then this one, can you please say this?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
And celebration.
So please let us not be cliffhanger. There's an S at the end. So say congratulations with S, because this is what I usually hear in congratulating people. Congratulations. So please add the S at the end. So that's it for the pronunciation. Then this one, I heard this. I'm not really sure if that's she, but she has two choice. So how are we going to correct this?
She has two choices.
Correct. She has two choices.
She has two choices.
Husbands.
Husbands also.
What husbands? She has two choices. So that should be plural. Then during this meeting, I am eating a dragon fruit right now. So,
Without A.
Without the during this meeting.
okay, so there are two use of time here, the during this meeting and right now. So you just choose which one, but I opt to remove the during this meeting. So I am eating a dragon fruit right now. Or yeah. So this one. He has shown us his personality and characteristic. So there are two words like characteristic and character. They are two different words. So characteristic is a distinguishing feature. It's like generosity is, let's say, Toastmaster Galvin's characteristic. Okay. Then when it's character, it's the group of features. So maybe for this sentence, it would be better. It's personality and character, because in the speech that he gave earlier, it's he showed us a group of features. Okay. Or maybe there isn't a specific, but yes. Then this one, you give feedback to each of the speech.
To each of the speakers.
Well, yes, that's correct as well with S. But okay, what else?
Each
Thank you, Toastmaster. Sorry?
Each speech.
Yeah, so first I changed it to gave because it was past, it should be past tense. Then to each speech, or if you want each speaker, okay, or you gave feedback to each of the speeches or to each of the speakers. Okay. Then these are the beautiful words that I heard and tried to ask the speakers. So I really need to improve my listening skills. That's my problem. So one thing that I know from great leaders is that they all have good communication skills by Toastmaster Nugraha. Then the next one is this one. If that someone loves you and cares for you, no matter how many mistakes that you make to them, they would always accept you with open arms. So if we need advice, let's talk to Toastmaster Shauki. And last, marriage is not only about not only between a man and a woman, it is a fusion of families. Toastmaster Anthony. And that ends my grammarian's report. Back to the GE, Toastmaster Melissa.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Melanie, for your passionate and very, very detailed but really engaging report of our grammar. Can we nominate you for the Grammarian of the Year, Grammarian 2020? Okay, so the next one, we want to hear from our NWOD counter, which Toastmaster, sorry,
I'm here.
Toastmaster Dentia.
Yes.
Please give us your report.
Thank you, Madam G. So, based on the speakers and the evaluators and also the table topic session, the first speaker, which is TM Nugraha, has 9 and fillers, both combined, plus repeated words of and thank you for using 2 words of the day. TM Shauki has 2 repeated words and 1 words of the day. TM Danang has more than 10 of and filler words and some long pauses, and he also used 1 word of the day. Evaluator Garda has 6 filler words, and that repeated words. TM Avin has 9 and and then also repeated word of and I will. TM Dwi has only 1 repeated words without filler words. TM Reza has 5 and by that repeated words. And TM Andika has 5 TM Nur has only 2 For the table topic session, guest Vira has 3 and well done for using 3 WOD. TM Hanif has 5 and then guest Rocky has 2 or TM Eddie has 9 TM Aryo has 3 TM Chita, or soon to be Toastmaster Chita, has 10 fill words and TM Melanie has 2 and then Anthony has only 1 and managed to use 2 WOD. Last one, TM Melissa has 4 and repeated word maybe. Thank you. That's all from me. Back to G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia, for the detailed report of the ANWOD counter. Everyone, as you see in the group chat, if you haven't voted, please do vote for the best evaluator for tonight. As you voted, I will be carrying on with the evaluation. Okay. So for the general evaluation report, I will make a report for every points and every aspects of today's meeting. The first one is for the general aspects. I saw that the meeting starts on time. We had different agenda than we used to. We had induction session, but even with the induction session, everything went smoothly and the schedule went effective and efficient. I like that from the meeting today. And for our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Galvin, I saw that he prepared the introductory presentation well, so everyone can know. I see a lot of guests here and also the first time Toastmasters. And it's nice that everyone can know, everyone who didn't know what is Toastmaster before can know, if not a lot, but maybe just like a bit inspiration about what is Toastmasters. And then Toastmaster Galvin also lead the meeting well. And then for the next session, which is the prepared speech, everything went smoothly. If although we had technical issues with our prepared speakers, but our Tom can handle it well. And then for the table topic session, this is actually my favorite session for tonight's meeting. Congratulations, Toastmaster Andika, and thank you for giving us such an exciting session. The theme for the table topic session is very relatable for us all. The questions are also engaging, and I see a lot of participants bravely challenge themselves for the session, and I really like and proud for that. And then for the next one is for the evaluation session. Our evaluators for the prepared speakers all were very enthusiastic and giving constructive and really good feedbacks for us all. It's not only for the prepared speakers, but it also for us to keep learn and improving together. And for the evaluative team, the grammarian Toastmaster Melanie had delivered her report very well. Like once again, like this, if there's any award for role takers, I want to nominate her for the best grammarian of the year. And then for the and WOD counter, Toastmaster Dentia has also give a detailed report. For the timer, Toastmaster Aryo not only gave us his timer report, but also gave us tips and tricks for handling time management in our Toastmaster session. And for the ballot counter has also done his job very well. And for the conclusion for my evaluation, there are things that I like and there are things that I don't like. The things that I like about this meeting is it went smoothly, it was efficient, and it also warm for us. And the thing that I don't like is, unfortunately, I cannot find one. I really like this meeting. And it is an honor for me to be a general evaluator for this meeting. And thank you once again. And I will give back the control to the Tom for tonight, Master Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa, for such a detailed and great compliment, and also for the feedback to all of us, and also from all of the evaluators and from the grammarian, from the AWOD counter, and everyone in the evaluation team. All of these feedbacks are great knowledge for us to devour and for us to improve in our next speech. Thank you, evaluation team. Okay, so so this is the most awaited session of the night. This is the Hall of Fame. Why only the two of us, yeah, Toastmaster Melanie.
Support.
Okay, so I will give the control to our ballot counter, Toastmaster Almer. Bro.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. So I'm gonna share the achievement. Okay. Hello, can you see the screen?
Not yet, Toastmaster Almer.
We cannot see you also.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
So the screen is
Can you see it
there.
now?
Not.
Can.
There.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. This is the cue card. So. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. So now I'm going to share the winners of today's night speech. For the best prepared speaker, it's Tem Nugraha.
Support.
Yay!
Thank you.
That's an honor. Thank you, guys.
Okay. And next is for the best table topic speaker. It is Tem Aryo.
Yay!
French kiss.
French kiss.
Hey, successfully using the topic.
Using clickbait.
Quite tight. And last is for the best evaluator, and it is Tem Garda.
Yay!
Me too.
Idol.
So that is all. We can return to Toastmaster Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Albert, for giving us the Hall of Fame of our meetings tonight. And congratulations to all of the winners, Toastmaster Nugraha, Toastmaster Aryo, and Toastmaster Garda. All of you were really great. And before I close the meeting, I would like to, I close the meeting, I would like to inform that, okay. I will share my screen. Oh, wrong screen. Okay, so if you would like to know more about SCBD Toastmasters Club, you are more than welcome to contact us through our Instagram, scbd.toastmasters, or maybe through our registration link, which is the link tree below. Or you can also directly chat this beautiful woman here, our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Almira. You can contact her. What's her number here, which is her WhatsApp. Okay. So before I close the meeting, I would like to ask some opinions from our first-time guest, preferably. Maybe if I can ask, let me just see the list of our guests tonight. Maybe we can ask Theodore. Hi, Theodore.
Hi.
Hi. Can you give some opinions about our meeting tonight?
Okay. So hi everyone. So my name is Theodore Jonah. My friends usually call me Theo. Well, it's my very first time to be in this meeting because I just saw the invitation on social media, so why not? Well, overall, it's very interesting, and I'm also happy to see everyone's trying to share the ideas, to deliver the ideas in the mind. So I'm looking forward to joining another meeting, of course.
Nice, thank you, Theo. Thank you. You are more than welcome to join our next meetings, of course, and also for you to participate in the table topic session.
Sure.
And maybe I would like to ask Anissa, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Anissa Rahma. Can you please share some of your opinions about our meeting tonight?
For the start, hi everyone. Sorry because I just arrived to my course, and I think from the first time I attend this meeting, it's actually give me, of course, it give me some lectures and anything, and I'm still trying to communicate it well, because that's why it's the main reason why I joined this as a guest. I just want to make myself more confident while I'm talking right now, so hopefully it will works for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Anissa Rahma, for your opinion, and also you are more than welcome to join our next meetings as well. And I think last but not least, I would like to ask Vini Jamarin. Hi, Vini. Can you please
Hello.
share some opinions?
Hi. So I have visited SCBD Toastmasters Club offline meeting, but it was way back. I think, of course, before Corona time. So yeah, it's been a long time that
I'm a
I've
lad
visited.
before time.
Sure, Shoki. So yeah, but some of your members are regular visitors at my club, which is Toastmaster Shauki, Toastmaster Melanie, Toastmaster Garda. So yeah, I feel like I should have visited your club more. So yeah, I think I'm going to make time for your club again next week. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Delphine.
Thank you. Sorry, Vini, are you a Toastmaster member?
Golfin,
He's the president of
President of
Pediatric
Pediatric.
Crypto, bro.
I am so sorry. Yeah. Okay.
I think Galvin
Okay.
is nervous. Galvin is nervous after the bad wordings of the previous brand.
Galvin,
I
you need
really
to make
don't
a written
know.
apologize letter.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So maybe the next task for me is to visit pediatrics meeting.
Sure. Okay. You have to come on Monday at 4 p.m.
Monday 4 p.m. Okay, Monday 4 p.m. This Monday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Every Monday.
Okay, every Monday 4 p.m. Okay, I think yeah. Thank you.
Please do write an official apologize letter.
Sure. Thank you,
You'll
Toastmaster
dissect
Vini.
you, Toastmaster Galvin.
It's okay. And thank you, Toastmaster Vini, for sharing your thoughts and also for sharing the invitation for Pediatrics Toastmasters Club. And I would like to maybe ask some other visiting Toastmaster if you would like to share your invitation.
Can I?
Sure, Toastmaster Hanif.
Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's thank you very much for the amazing meeting today. I'm Hanif from Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club, and I want to invite you tomorrow to our meeting. It's 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Toastmaster Shauki and Toastmaster Aryo is the regular guest to our meeting.
We have to say that, man.
Yeah. So I will just share the link through the chat. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. Have you shared? You have shared? Is it your invitation in our chat room?
Not yet. I will share. Wait.
Sure. Okay. Please do share your invitation. The invitation.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would like to maybe ask someone if there's any other visiting Toastmaster who would like to promote. Oh, Toastmaster Nur, please.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. Okay, everyone. So I'm from Jakarta Motivator Toastmaster, same as the GE, the cutest tonight, Toastmaster Melissa. So we have our regular meeting on next Wednesday, 21 October, with the theme. The theme is the miracle of saying hi and how are you. So please make sure you visit our club, visit our Instagram at Jakarta Motivators. Thank you, Galvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nur, for sharing the invitation to MOTS or Jakarta Toastmasters Club. Okay, and I would like, is there anybody else? Any other visiting Toastmaster?
There's a lot, actually.
There's a lot, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Okay. And nobody else? Okay, or maybe if you, or you can also share your invitation to the chat room. And yeah, we are more than happy to visit your meeting. Sorry, I don't know why about my video. Okay, so I think that's all of the invitations and all of the opinions. So I would like to close the meeting with the sound of the power bank that I'm holding in on my hand. That's the sound. And happy weekend, everybody.
Every weekend. You have to write an apology, Galvin.
Happy
Thank
weekend.
you. Happy
Oh,
weekend.
for any guest who would like to know more about Toastmasters Club, yeah, you can ask me, you can ask Toastmaster Aryo, you can ask anybody here.
Galvin is speaking.
Camouflage.
Real? Sorry?
Galvin, what happened to your face?
I don't know. I don't know really.
I think Toastmasters Fini has put you on a curse.
Oh, karma is real.
Karma is real.
Hello, friends. So we have so far.
Galvin, I'll be waiting for your public apologize.
Sure. Sure.
Galvin, you better apologize.
Calvin,
I'm ready to
Calvin,
invite some
we
press.
need to really have a next meeting to discuss about this regard.
Can I identify the guests that we have here? We have Theodore, Rocky, Rita, Dian, Lydia, and Anil. Where's Anissa? There, Anissa.
Sor Chita we have here.
Yeah, Cheetah.
And Vini, don't forget.
No, Vini is Toastmaster. And she is the president. So
again.
No, excuse me.
wait.